welcome to SST class. I am Sakshi Vadva from Chapra Public School. Dear students, we are living on Mother Earth. Why we are living here? Because this Mother Earth gives us many resources so that we can lead a healthy and peaceful life. What thing makes the life healthy for human being? The environment. Okay, so if my environment is very good or healthy, so automatically I will be or human beings will be very much healthy. Now what are the things we can do for making our environment healthy? So the things are that first of all we need to understand what do we mean by environment. So dear students, the meaning of environment is it's a combination of living things and non-living things. Now what do we mean by living things? So living thing meaning that things those are taking breath. Okay, so those things are taking breath are known as living things. So what are the living things around us? We have human beings, we have plants, we have animals. So all these things are known as living things. Whereas non-living things are the things which are not taking breath but contributing in our environment. Those are, we have table, chairs, we have buildings, we have hospitals. So all such things are known as non-living thing. So the combined form of living thing and non-living thing is known as environment. So dear student, if we want to live on this earth, we have to save our Mother Earth through the pollution. Now what do we mean by pollution? Pollution meaning that when we are harming our environment, so the reasons are various. So those various causes are known as pollution. So we have many pollutions in our earth. So how we can prevent our Mother Earth through those pollutions, that we will see today. So initially we will talk about various types of pollution, their prevention, their effects and so on. So let's move further. So dear students, pollution is what? So pollution is the presence of harmful substance. So dear students, whenever we are taking breath and if the harmful gases are going inside us, this causes what? Diseases in our body. So similarly, if the harmful substances are creating harm in the environment is known as pollution. So the basic definition of pollution is when the harmful substances are present on the elements such as air, water or land. So these are making what? These things are discomforting human beings, plants and animals also. So this is how these harmful substances are making us diseaseful or making us discomfort. The harmful substances which pollute air, water and land are called pollutants. Pollutant meaning the substance which creates harmful effect on either air, either water or land. So what are the things that are creating for air pollution, water pollution, that we will see now. So for example, we have smoke which is coming out from the factories. So what it is doing, this smoke is getting dissolved in air and making what? Making the air pollution. So the smoke will be known as pollutant, and what type of pollution it will cause? It will cause air pollution. So dear students, so first we will read about air pollution. So whenever we are doing what? Whenever we are driving, you might have seen that there is smoke coming out from the vehicle. Yes, so if these smokes are getting dissolved in the air, so it is very difficult for you to inhale the oxygen. Okay, because all these smoke go inside our body, which harms a lot. So dear students, you see, this is how the pollutant dissolve in air and cause air pollution. What it actually does, the factory smoke which is coming out from factories, the smoke which is coming out vehicles, these are doing what? If you are burning firecrackers and the smoke is coming out from there also. So all these combination of things doing what? These are creating the harmful effect on air, and that makes the air dirty. This is how the air pollution cause. But what we can do, what are the other effect of that? So if these smoke and harmful gases are causing what? Asthma and lung cancer. Why? Because these gases we are inhaling. We human being also, plants also inhaling these things, and even animals also inhaling these things. So when we are inhaling this bad oxygen or bad breath, so what is happening? We are caused with asthma or lung cancer. Similarly, animals are dying, plants are getting decayed. Okay, so these are the effect of air pollution. Air pollution can also cause blood and heart disease. So when these all harmful substances are going in our body, it is creating what? It is creating the negative effect on blood and heart. Okay, so it also can cause severe headache and eye irritation, skin irritation, because we are listening nowadays that some people are allergic to sand, some are allergic to this, the outer world. So this is what? This is the effect of air pollution, because we human being only innovating many things but not looking towards the pollution. Yes, we are the only one who are affecting or harming our own environment. So let's move further and see how this pollution is affecting water. As you can see in this image is only speaking. See how the factory waste is dissolving in the water. Yes, dear students. So when the dirty water containing soap, detergent and chemical from home and factory goes into the drains, so what it does, it all get dissolved in the water, and this water body is only supplying us water for drinking. So just think that if the water is polluted and we are drinking, so what will happen? It will cause our life. Now people living near to the rivers and lakes throw all kind of waste into the water, which makes it dirty. So what is happening in the village? Now we are much educated, okay, but the villagers, those who are uneducated or less educated, doing what? The water bodies are their only source of water. So what is exactly happening? When on one side a lady is washing clothes, on the other side a farmer is washing his cows and buffaloes, and the same water we are using for drinking. So this is a dirty water that we are drinking, and what is happening? All the harmful substances are going inside our body, and only not we are drinking this water. Sometimes the animals are also drinking this water. Now fertilizers and pesticides also pollutes the water. No, we know very well that we are trying to filter our water, but we are not using the natural resources, but we are doing what? We are using the chemical substance to purify our water, and these chemical substances are only polluting the water as well. Similarly, we are using fertilizers, we are using pesticides so that we can save our crops. But what is exactly happening? Once we are irrigating or giving water to all the crops, so what is happening? This all water coming down and getting dissolved in water bodies, and this also causes water pollution. So what are the other effect of this water pollution is many harmful germs growing in the polluted water. We know very well the many germs are getting developed. Your parents must be saying you that do not go outside when it's raining. What is exactly happening? The rainwater is getting collected in a pit, and what is happening? Creating mosquitoes, generating house bees, flies. So these are only making what? These are only taking the diseases from one place to another place. So these things, all these waste harmful substance creates water pollution, making the water pollute, and these things can cause human being as typhoid, diarrhea or dysentery. So these are the diseases we can have if we drink or get in touch with polluted water. So the harmful chemical in the polluted water are taken in by the plants and animal also. I've already told you that when we are giving this harmful water and watering the plants, whereas if we are leaving the dirty water here and there, and the animals are coming and drinking this water, so what will happen? Plants and animal both will suffer as well. So what is happening? The chemical is always also harming the body of animals and plants, and they are either dying or getting sick. Okay, so if we drink polluted water, what will happen? We will feel sick. Now we will come towards the land pollution. So dear students, land pollution meaning when, as the picture says, that whenever we are seeing this much dirt, so these are making what? This is making our land polluted. Now see how much garbage is littering here and there, how much litter is there in this picture. So when people throw waste from homes and factory on land, it causes land pollution. Yes, what you are doing, sometimes you are eating chocolates, eating chips and throwing the garbage there only, not using dustbin. So this creates what? These types of things not getting dissolved in the earth. And what is happening? It remains forever like this picture. All these things are, see, the tire is here, we have polythene bags here. So these all things are doing what? These things are not getting dissolved in earth, but it remains there and gets rotten. And because of that, the bad smells comes. And what happens? The mosquitoes take place, get generated, then the germs are also there. So all these things are making what? Making the land polluted plus less fertile. If the land is suffering from all such things, we cannot expect a good crop from this land. Now what is also happening? These types of waste are not getting dissolved in the earth, not decomposed. So what is happening? The bacteria is also developing in these types of land. Now these type of substance which is not getting dissolved is known as non-biodegradable. Now biodegradable meaning, bio meaning environment and degradable meaning which is reducing. So the thing is, biodegradable meaning the waste which can be dissolved in the land. Okay, so if you have eating orange, okay, and keeping the orange peel in the mud, so it will dissolve because that kitchen waste are biodegradable. But things like tire, as you can see here, tire, the polythenes, and these things are non-biodegradable, which does what? Which creates the harmful effect on our environment. So we should take care of such things. Now see what are the effect of that. So the effect of land pollution is that insect and animal carry and spread germs from the pile of dirt and waste of land. Now if we are kept on throwing dirt and waste material outside our houses, what will happen? It will create a pile of rubbish, and what will happen? The germs will come there, the house bees will come, the mosquitoes will come, and again the bad smell, which will make the whole environment harmful and which is very negative for our body. Now the chemicals in the waste are harmful to good bacteria living in the soil. Now dear students, what makes the earth land fertile? The good bacteria. We know very well that these good bacteria are helping to grow our crops because they are natural fertile. So naturally fertile they are making. So if this chemical is mixing in the land, what is happening? These things are also harmful for those good bacteria, and if once those good bacteria are dead, so the land is also left infertile. So we should stop doing that. And the very last type of pollution is noise pollution. So what do we mean by noise pollution? So the noise pollution is that unpleasant sound. Now unpleasant sound doesn't mean that there is someone who is talking to you and you are not interested, the unpleasant sound. No, it is not that. Unpleasant sound meaning very loud music, very loud sound. Then when you are using a loudspeakers and you are shouting and all your, from your bottom of your heart you are shouting, a very high noise from TV and music systems, very high, when once you are walking on the streets and you are pressing the horn. So all these such things are making noise pollution and harming the environment. Okay, so a sound which is unpleasant to our ear is known as noise. Okay, when you are creating noise in the class, what your teacher is saying, please calm down, do not make noise. So noise meaning that once you are shouting all over in the class, it creates the unpleasant environment, and which is not liking by teacher or other students which are sitting silently. So this is known as noise. So what is pollution? When this noise becomes the substance, a harmful substance, and create the noise pollution. Okay. So TV, music system, loudspeakers, vehicles on the road and machines, all these things are doing what? Making noise pollution. You do one example. You might be going in various weddings. There are outside a big generator is there. Huh? So what you have to do is you just stand there for a while. You will feel very bad. Okay, because of lots of irritating noise or because of unpleasant noise of that generator. So similarly, if we are all human beings are standing together and creating such bad noises, it is very harmful for our environment. So it creates the noise pollution and is also harmful for our human beings, plants, and even for animals. Okay, so what effect it creates on earth? So high noise level can cause headache, can loss of sleep and hearing, and anxiety. So sometimes when you feel headache, sometimes when you feel I'm not feeling sleepy, all such things could be because of the high amount of noise pollution. Okay, so it can also cause loss of memory. Whenever you are listening so many noises in front of you, what happening? Whatever is there in your mind, it all gets lost. Okay, so the noise pollution causes headache, loss of sleep, loss of hearing, high level of anxiety, plus the loss of memory. Now what all things we can do to prevent all these pollution? So we can do is that we should not throw chemicals, oils, paint and medicine into drains in the toilet. So basically the thing is that when we are using toilet and flushing, so all the human waste material go into the drainage, and these drainage are getting vacant into the water bodies. So the thing is, we should not use such things like chemical, like oil paints, like medicine, and we should not throw them here and there, because they are creating what? They are killing the good bacteria. Now we must treat dirty water going out of our houses and factory before releasing it into lakes, rivers and sea. The thing is that we are in a developing time. So for developing ourselves, we are using various requirement, like we are using factories for various resources. We have house waste material is there. So whatever is there, we should prevent those waste water and waste material to mix into the water body. So we should try to make the the type of solution. We should create a solution so that these waste material should not mix into the water bodies. We should plant more trees. We should keep on planting more and more trees, so that what will happen? We know very well the trees, more and more trees help us to give more oxygen, to consume the carbon dioxide, plus it makes the air clean and purified. So to save our environment, it is very much needed that we plant more and more trees. Noisy machines in the factory should be run in soundproof room. Now, because of the technologies, we have a kind of room where the noises are not going out. So, if we want to use noisy machines, so what we can do? We can use these machines in the soundproof room, so that it is not harmful to the ears of labor. Okay. We should use only CNG and LPG as fuels for our vehicle. See students, these petrols and diesels are polluting the air. How? The smoke is coming out. So this is smoke creating what? Creating harmful effect on air. So it is good if we are using CNG or LPG gases as our fuel for vehicle, as these things are not generating smoke. Farmers should not use chemical fertilizer and pesticide to grow crops. So the thing is, when we are growing the crops and we want our crop to be safe from small insects, so what the farmer is doing? The farmer is using chemical fertilizer and pesticides. So we should not do that. Rather, we can go for the natural resources. One more thing, dear students, that we can do to, save our environment, that is 3R. What are the 3R? Reduce, reuse and recycle. Now, reduce means to less. So, we should try to, the older people used to say that whatever is our requirement, please use that much material only. Do not expect more. Okay. So, whatever is our requirement, we should make a less requirement things for ourselves. Whatever this much is require, only that much we should consume. For example, paper is made from wood. We cut down trees to make paper. We can save tree by using less paper. That is why in schools also we always guide you to do not waste the papers, because these papers are generating out of trees. And once we are cutting trees and making the paper and then you are wasting the paper, what it is causing? It's harming our environment. So take a pledge that in schools we will not waste our pages. Now what do we mean by the second R? That is reuse. Reuse meaning to use the thing again. Now for example, we can use newspaper and paper carry bag to make book cover. Nowadays you people are getting very fancy book covers. So rather than that, we can use the old newspaper and carry bags and make them as a book cover. So what will happen? We are reusing the paper, okay, which will help the less garbage, and this will automatically give a positive effect on our environment. Now the third R meaning recycle. So now recycle meaning when we are decaying the whole old thing and creating the new thing. That is known as recycle. So for example, we can recycle waste material to make fresh paper for writing and printing. You might have seen in the stationery shops that now we are getting handmade sheets. What are those handmade sheets are? These sheets are coming out of the old newspapers or papers. So whatever old newspaper you have, you can put it into the bucket filled with water, let it be sit for a few days, and it will make a kind of a slurry. And this slurry is, we are setting it down, and once it is dry, it is coming out as a paper. So these things we can use and recycle so that we can create our own paper for either printing and writing. So these are the things that we can do to prevent our environment. So my dear students, I hope that this lesson taught you a lot. So you should not do such things which always harms our environment. Rather, you should do always those things which makes our environment good and healthy. So the very first things, what is our motto of our Chowdhury Public School? As our father says, grow more and more plant, go green. Okay, so plant more and more trees and save our mother earth. Always remember these 3 R's: reduce, reuse and recycle. Do not waste anything. Try to reduce the pollution, whatever it is. If it is air pollution, try to make yourself, being a change for the world. Okay. So make a change in yourself of making less air pollution. Make a change in yourself to make a less noise and lead pollution and water pollution. If you will do such things, then we can say that we are living in a very healthy and wealthy earth. Okay. So dear students, I have a very nice video on this topic. So let us see this video and learn more and more about how we can save our mother earth. So let's see and enjoy the video.
Save the environment. Hey Nikhil, what do you have in your hand? I am carrying a paper bag so that I can keep the litter in it instead of throwing it on the road. I learned this in class today. Our teacher taught us about environment and pollution. Tell us about it. Both living and non living things make up our environment. The air we breathe, the water we drink, and the place we live in are part of our environment. To live a healthy life, we must keep our environment clean. Oh, look, a dustbin. Let me throw this waste. We throw away many things as waste. Some of this waste rots and decays, while some does not. Things which do not decay pollute the earth. I know something about pollution too. Air that is polluted harms us and our environment. Yes, but do you know what causes air pollution? Smoke from factories and vehicles, burning of garbage, plastic, and wood, bursting of firecrackers, coughing or sneezing without covering one's mouth. So, what should we do? We could do various things like grow more trees, walk or cycle short distances, not burn garbage or dry leaves, avoid bursting firecrackers, use a handkerchief when coughing or sneezing so that the germs do not spread. Oh, it has started to rain. Let us take shelter under that tree. Rain is the main source of water. Water also gets polluted. There are various causes like dumping of waste from houses and factories into water bodies, animals bathing in ponds, lakes and rivers, people bathing, washing clothes and utensils in water bodies. So, we should never throw waste in ponds, lakes and rivers. We should also avoid bathing, cleaning and washing clothes in water bodies. Land is one of the most important resources available to us. We use land to grow crops, construct buildings, and build factories. But doesn't land also get polluted? Yes, there are various causes like throwing of garbage in the open, dumping of waste by factories, using chemical fertilizers in the fields. But we can reduce land pollution by planting more trees, throwing waste in dustbins, using natural manures to improve the soil. The rain has stopped. Let us walk back to our houses. What is that noise? People are honking at the traffic signal. They are causing so much noise. Too much noise causes noise pollution. It can damage our hearing. Noise causes pollution too. Some of the causes of noise pollution are listening to music and watching television on a high volume, honking of vehicles, bursting of firecrackers, use of loudspeakers. We can do many things to reduce noise pollution. Listen to music on a low volume, avoid unnecessary honking, plant trees as they absorb sounds. Now let us go back to our homes and share this information about environment with our family.
You listened to this video, you saw or you learned something? Yes, we have learned many things from this video. We have learned all types of pollution, plus we have also learned how we can prevent ourselves from this pollution. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any queries, feel free to ask. Thank you and have a nice day.